Hey everyone, we have pretty much everything at 6 AR, and now we're gonna see if using bombers can still make it happen. Got the building damage at level 4, can max it out at some point, and even picked up that GBE next to Flare. We are rocking this base, still using damage amps and doom cannons, just because we don't want to swap them too early. Besides, if they're still good at 7 then better keep them right now. But we'll try it a few hits. Now if you do want to make a big push at 6 CR, I think rocket choppers are the way to go. We can link a stream we did yesterday above. But if you want to go further to 7, maybe rocket choppers aren't the answer. Because we're pretty certain that once you get the building health at 7, then those choppas aren't going to do so hot. Especially with a wider deck layout, double ramps means bombers and seekers are just easier. But at 6 CR, even choppas can get through bases like this. Either way, still running these bombers. And this compact we can maybe just do the same 3 heavies, 5 bombers. Take like a couple boats on the right side, everyone else here. For sure shocking the laser with some boom cannons. And then just go like that. Towards the back end, maybe use critters to distract that doom cannon. Otherwise, see how this goes. We'll do Sparky on this side, maybe just 3 bombers. And then we'll do 1 heavy, trying to clip that boom mine. And now drop the few on the right side. Maybe one of Sparky's critters, but if we get lucky, our natural one should get the boom mine. Looks like we're not lucky. But at least we didn't get any bombers. Of course, the laser's being annoying already, so started shocking it. And then maybe 1 shield in case someone wants to get through that boom mine. So still lucky right there. Keep everything going. And now just keep on shocking this stuff. I guess we can do 1 barrage right there for more boom mines. We'll just keep everything going. We'll do maybe 1 more shock right now. Get the boom cannons pinned down. I noticed on these compacts, you don't have to worry about the shock launchers that much. As long as you have some heavies or even critters that is enough to distract for bombers. In fact, we can do 1 more critter right now. And now maybe just shock that doom cannon with some splash. We'll do some normal critters. Again, that can distract the shock launchers. And now we have almost all our bombers alive and maybe just 1 final shock on the doom cannon. Otherwise, let these guys go. Should clear most of the buildings. And just spam critters to maybe speed it up. Because our barrage is still level 1, so ain't gonna do too much. And because all the engines are kinda towards the back, don't even have to flare. Just do a bunch of critters, let everything go. And like we said yesterday, aiming for those 210, 220 times. This one getting around 213. But see if that's okay, especially if our new base held up. But looking right here, looks like it did. And also notice that it's kinda tough to make progress in a meta like this. Whether you do a rocket chopper hit, a bomber hit, a seeker hit, a really good one can get an awesome time, but if you mess up then it can be like super slow or even a fizzle. So maybe it's just a 6 CR meta and things are gonna change at 7. Just at the halfway point in the season, and if most people are at this max 6 CR then I guess it's a good sign. Just a few more days to finish the tree. But still trying these hits and this compact with grapplers this time. Maybe on the right don't gotta worry about it too much. But once the heavies are in the blind spot, we can shock it once. And that grappler, maybe we'll shock it, we'll kinda see. But I think if we have enough critters, then it should be fine. Like instead we can shock, let's say, the machine guns critter launchers, and go like that. So we'll do 1 heavy and then 3 bombers. And 1 heavy, 2 bombers on the right side. And that last heavy will delay just a bit. Just clearing a few mines right there. And then get the last heavy out, maybe a bit sooner because it's grapplers. Otherwise, let these guys go. I think we'll do 1 shield for that boom mine in just a bit. But like we said on the right, now the heavies are in the blind spot, so can go ahead and shock it. I'll do 1 shock in the critter launchers now because costing us some time. But otherwise, just let these guys go. And then maybe just keep on shocking this stuff. You can do maybe, one more barrage for more mines. And now that the heavies are dying, start doing those critters and shocks. Just to keep the grappler distracted for a bit longer. You don't have a ton of GB, so gonna have to maybe shock the boom cannons on the right in just a bit. Get that going right now. And just trying to keep on doing critters, keep the grappler distracted. Maybe like more on that side. It's tough with the grappler because you don't want to do critters too close, otherwise it's in the blind spot, and then Sparky's gonna die. Like we can do more critters, because at some point the bombers, even if they are grabbed, then it doesn't matter. In fact, it's kind of better because they're now closer to other buildings, so just keep on doing those critters, and maybe just one more shield. So still having most of our bombers alive, grappler is not too much of an issue, as long as you have those critters out there and keep them alive. Looking forward though, we are gonna maybe wait a bit before going to 7 ER. There's actually matching one now. Even though this guy is a secret player, he's got that final troop health, so there's a chance he might get us. But the deck layout is still a lot worse than 6 ER. So we don't want to go 7 right away, maybe not even with rocket launchers. But once we get that building health after, then maybe it's a good time. So just a few extra days in prison, waiting until we have like 230 keys or whatever. But we want to try to do a fast hit, so maybe doing some rifles instead. They're on the right side. And then just 2 bombers and Sparky on the left. So we'll get the 6 rifles going right now. We have our level 3 flares, so maybe just a couple of them. 1 barrage for those mines. And then 1 more flare in just a bit. Otherwise we can do the bombers. So maybe like, right now 2 on this side and Sparky. And do 1 shield. Main thing is shocking that shock launcher. Guess we'll do 1 more shock right there. And now start doing a bunch of critters. Because that side looks fine. In fact, we can maybe even critter out this ER. Get a couple going right there. And only shock the microwave, so nothing for that shock launcher. But maybe just 1 more shock and hope it's going to be enough. Even between shock launcher shots, critters are doing quite a bit of work. Even though it's a 3-minute time, which seems fast, again, secret players now with troop health, gonna be annoying. So this guy right here, still a little close, only 3 seconds. But it's that part of the season that's starting. We knew from the get-go that towards the end, secrets are gonna be really strong. But now we kind of see it in action. Because the only defense at 7 is gonna be building health, so maybe a small chance that they don't work always. But there could be that random secret player that gets you for a bunch of stars. Our main goal is just making their life harder. So we'll see if we can annoy them the next few days, but it's gonna be a tough ask. And the one saving grace might be these squad leaders later in the tree. Got the meat shield, which already has a ton of health, and its perk where, as the other heavies take damage, the main guy takes even less damage, so basically it never dies. And the Zuka fan, which is like a Zuka in heavy form, just a ton of damage. The best part is just a squad flare, so even on our base you can do like a bomber hit from the right side, and then do separate squad flares which never expire, kill like 1 engine. So it could be opening room for more creative hits and maybe just better overall. But we are going to start saving now for 7. Again, not even going until we have enough for like building health. So a few more days in prison, but then after that, a few more days of good tech. So hopefully the meta right now isn't too brutal. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.